Another series, or another episode in the series on the rebuild of the 1959 Chevrolet Apache. Today I have removed all the screws for the air breather and the carburetor. This is an oil bath cleaner. As I pull this off, you can see it's been sitting out in the fields quite a bit, and it is just in nasty shape, horrible shape. But oil goes through that filter in there, and as the wind goes in, the air goes into the filter right through here. It circulates through there and cleans the dust particles out of the air as it goes into the carburetor and then the intake manifold. I'm going to put that right there for the moment. This, of course, is where the oil would be. Right now there's just some dust and dirt from being outside. I have already removed it from the carburetor and just kind of put it right back down there on it just for a little bit, just for illustrative purposes. And now it's kind of stuck on there to get off. There we go. And it just slides right on top of that single barrel carburetor. There's one attachment there, or one fastener there to tighten it on to the barrel of the carburetor, and then the oil bath filter sits right in that area. And we'll be doing more research as to exactly how much oil, what kind of oil to put in there as we eventually reassemble, because I do want again to restore it. So I want to go back with an oil bath air filter. This is the single barrel carburetor. It's attached to the fuel line right here with 1/2 inch wrench, and down here a couple of nuts, 9/16 inch nuts, to remove it from the engine. Of course, all the other things were taken off of it. And so here we have the carburetor. So again, we'll be taking it apart, cleaning it up, and hopefully it will work well as I replace it back on the engine in time to come. Now the fuel goes in this gauge, goes into the reservoir where there's the float and the needle, and then it comes out here into the air, mixes with the air, goes into the intake, and eventually into the cylinders, of course, to be fired as it's compressed by the piston. So again, very basic model with the 1959. So the carburetor is now off, and we can look down there into the intake manifold, and it's my first look as well, and it looks like we got some garbage in there also. A lot of stuff to work on with this truck.